This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
The Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu faces fresh political troubles as the State House of Assembly has commenced impeachment proceedings against him. The impeachment notice was signed by 21 out of the 24 members of the legislature. The Deputy Governor is accused of perjury and disclosure of government secrets and has 7 days to respond. Meanwhile, Deputy Governor Shuaibu emerged as a factional candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the September governorship elections. For more on this, we are joined by political commentator Tony Abolo. Mr. Abolo, good morning and thank you for joining us on the conversation.
Thank you very much.
To begin with, what is the latest as regards Mr. Shuaibu? Has he responded to the charges preferred against him?
No, not as yet. At least we don't know that he has responded, but he has up to about Tuesday next week to respond, and that will conclude the 7 days. I'm sure he will want to exhaust that. And as usual in Nigerian political scene, people might move in and out to see whether they can douse the tension. The only reaction we may have gotten was back in his village in Jetu, in Etako area, near Auchi, there were demonstrations by the indigents of the place. That is his people, if you like, trying to say that why should he be impeached? And the rained courses as usual. So that's about all that we haven't heard about the impeachment process.
Mr. Bolo, speak to us about the allegations that have been made against him and who exactly raised these allegations in the first place, which the lawmakers are acting upon.
To be honest, we were all taken by surprise on Tuesday when these allegations, or rather the impeachment conversation began. Now they talk about perjury. They talk about disclosing government secrets. And you want to know at what point did he commit the perjury? Who may have even raised an eyebrow at things that are perjurious. But people are wondering, could it be the governor who raised it? Because it's only the government that can raise things that would be saying you committed perjury or you disclosed government secrets. Should it be the House? So it could be the governor who could be alleged to have raised these issues. Otherwise, to the general public, all we knew was, okay, you don't come inside government house, you have ambition, you're trying to go to court, and people said, why should you be going to court to stop an impeachment process, which we're not even contemplating? So is it that disclosure that is disclosing government secrets?
Mr. Abolo,
yeah.
I apologize for interrupting you. This is not the first time that Mr. Shuaibu is facing impeachment proceedings. Is this one coming as a surprise?
No. This is the real process. It was merely an allegation then, because when he said that when he went to stop it in the High Court in Abuja, the government said they were not even contemplating it, and the House said they didn't even receive any such notice. Therefore, this is the first time.
So this begs the question of what it means, for the last few months of Governor Obaseki's term, but also what it means for the PDP, considering that Deputy Governor Shuaibu is one, a factional candidate in that election, but two, the party also is hoping to retain the governorship in September.
I agree with you entirely. We are looking at is it going to be a damage if the governor is trying to use this route to stop him, if you like, politically? Is that not going to be self-injurious if this goes on? We are wondering whether it was rather he should have allowed this whole thing to just simmer out, but he hasn't allowed that to happen. Now, when you talk about it being injurious to the political party and he being a fractional, I don't know how strong really the case is, because everybody knew what happened in the ground. Those who supervised the primaries, how it was conducted, the governors came, Oborowuri, and the governor, I think, from Zamfara came. And so I don't know who supervised his. Nobody has told us whether there was any NWC person there, whether INEC was in his own, because it all happened in his house. I don't know when he claimed, when he went to give a press conference in Abuja, that after all, the authentic delegates, how could authentic delegates have been with you when you did not even participate in the process of the selecting the delegates of the primaries? He was one of those who walked out. So who are those authentic delegates? That is a question he should be telling us, where he got his authentic delegates from. So I don't know whether, if you call him a factional person who emerged in the primaries, I don't really know whether he genuinely is a person you can ascribe as a factional winner of a primary parallel. No, don't think so.
Well, Mr. Abolo, thank you very much for speaking with us this morning. We'll definitely touch base again in the near future. Our guest on the conversation, Tony Abolo, joined us to speak on the impeachment proceedings that have begun against the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Mr. Philip Shaibu.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.